Hello and welcome to another of the Ealing Library's local history YouTube videos. We're standing here outside the Plough in South Ealing, not to be confused with the Plough in Norwood. This pub is one of the oldest pubs in Ealing, dating back to the early 18th century, perhaps to 1722. The property used to consist of 3 acres with a bowling green and the remaining beer garden. It's a fuller's pub. A few real macabre incidents were associated with the pub in the 19th century. In 1825, a man called Freeman crawled in, having been attacked and robbed when leading a man towards Gunnersbury Lane. In another incident, in 1860, an inquest was held at the pub on the body of Charles Bremer, found nearby, though the cause of death was never ascertained. In the 1890s, the pub was used as the changing room for the Brentford Football Club team. Later that decade, Ealing's first historian, Edith Jackson, referred to the pub as the delightfully bright old village inn, its roof garden ablaze with blossoms. Charles Jones, borough surveyor, in 1901 remarked that it was the last surviving village inn left in Ealing. This didn't last long, however, as in 1905 it was demolished and rebuilt in the Edwardian Art Nouveau style, and the attached land was sold. During the rebuilding, a pistol was found in a secret room with the initials DT on it. This led to a legend that it had belonged to the highwayman Dick Turpin, and who had used the pub, run by his uncle, alternately his grandmother or grandfather, to hide from his pursuers after his thefts from travellers on Hounslow Heath. A postcard of the pub also announced this fact. The story was reported in many newspapers across Britain, but like many pubs with similar Dick Turpin legends, there is no basis of fact for this story. The pub reopened in April 1983 after extensive alterations, and now it provided food all day. The success of this pub led to the pub winning the Evening Standard's Pub of the Year awards shortly afterwards. In the next year, they won a certificate in London's Britain in Bloom competition. In 1987, the pub landlord decorated the place with framed boxing memorabilia. In more recent times, the pub has had a strong association with jazz. It was here in the early 1980s that jam sessions were held here, which led to the start of the Ealing Jazz Festival in 1984. In 2006, regular live jazz nights began to be held in the pub. The organiser and drummer was Dick Esmond, who played with double bassist Ken Rankine and pianist Alan Berry. Sometimes guest saxophonists would come along as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please ask any questions or make any comments about other places you'd like to hear about.